Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, welcome to our new tarot table. As I explained before, the other tablecloth from my grandmother, it's over 40 years old, and it was starting to get small amounts of wear on it, and I don't want to destroy it. I can easily get the few little pieces fixed right now. So in the meantime, and then plus I got these beautiful little bee lights and little bee elements. I thought in the meantime, I'm going to get something that looks like flowers so we can feed the bees. I love bees. I love everything about bees. I don't know why I haven't used a bee as my logo yet, but I've got everything here, all our bees. It looks like we're on little flowers, and even the little lights, I put the colored ones in so it looks like bees. Anyways, you get the idea. So to do our very first reading on the new tarot table, I, of course, have the Bee Tarot. Of course, why wouldn't I? So, what is our first reading going to be about? Well, I think this is something nobody has noticed before. I have noticed it for a while, and I have actually put it across um, uh, X today, what I have seen before, and this has to do with Meghan's writing. Now, she has rebranded once more. And it's called As Ever. And that's how Diana signed her letters. And of course, we all know she couldn't get ARO, and she did the ARO the same way. And that's when I first noticed it. Plus, like her flourish, I thought, she's got a lot of hooks in there. She's got a lot of claws. Even this R, the way it claws. And if you aren't used to handwriting analysis, it's actually a real science, and they actually use it in cases of courts of law, not only to identify uh, forgeries and whatnot, but they have done psychological profiles. Now, whether it's admissible, like DNA or some such thing, but it can be a witness. A good handwriting analysis can be a witness in a court of law. Anyways, look at this A and look at this, and this is called the Felon claw. Okay, and why is it called the Felon claw? I'm going to tell you here in a minute. So the Felon claw is any kind of hook. So it can be on an A, it can be on a G or a Y, if you know somebody who signs their G's or their Y's, and even the way like they do a D, or they come back and claw like that, like how she has on her R. So it's called Felon's Claw in handwriting. All right, so you're looking for this curve, and it could be like they said, even in a D, the way they make their D, or how they look at even this S as, but look at this A, and I was particularly interested in the A. Okay, it might look just like another signature to the untrained eye, but it's not. Notice the lowest part of the letter and the high arc of the claw-like formation, known as the felon's claw. Someone whose handwriting contains many such claws has a tendency to backstab and cheat others without any observational reason. A felon's claw is a smooth curved formation seen in the letters A, G in the lower part, moving from right to left. So that's what I mean, from right to left. They're coming back like a claw, which isn't a normal, when you're writing, it should be left to right, right? When you're writing Latin letters, it should be left to right. So when you come back and claw like that, but it's specifically when it's a capital A, and forming a sharp curve that begins to look like the claw of an animal. The higher the arch in the claw, look at how high this arch is. The higher the arch in the claw, the stronger the intention and drive to hurt and cheat others without any come-uptions. Look at that word they used in that. And this is from a website called Writer's Choice. They have been around since 2008. They're experts in handwriting analysis. The felon's claw in handwriting is a reflection of two things. Number one, the writer's deep belief at the subconscious level that he has been wronged all his life. He, her, I don't trip over those words. I'm a big girl. I can figure it out what they mean. His decision to take revenge for those setbacks. Revenge. She's so revengeful. The target of these people need not necessarily be those responsible for ill-treating them. Sometimes a writer with the felon's claw also ends up biting those people who are nice to them. Additionally, a writer with the felon's claw in their handwriting also has a tendency to hurt or punish themselves, especially when they are doing well in life. That happens because the writer believes that they are a worthless person who does not deserve good things in life. In order to ensure some amount of punishment comes their way, they will do things such as lying, gossiping, or spreading rumors about other people, which will ultimately force them to retaliate against them or penalize them. Did you hear that? About the tendency of such a writer to inflict pain on themselves, graphologist Mark Dehy, another expert in the field, notes in an article, the psychological theory is that when this person was growing up, they were made to feel inferior. Now that they are an adult, they firmly believe this. When someone treats them nice, they do not feel that they deserve to be treated this way, and they'll hurt you in some way as to prove to you that they are as inadequate and hateful as they feel. So she's constantly baiting people to say something about her. And doesn't this explain the Sugar Squad? Constantly baiting attention. And so as soon as you attack her, now she can, look at that, and the clock agrees with me. So now she, I'm just flabbergasted by this. I knew it was an act of aggression. I had no idea it was this deep until I saw this. On the felon's claw, graphologist Maithiel Ravi, another expert, offers a similar opinion on another article on his website. The whole problem with the people who write this formation is that they are generally very impressive and attractive when you interact with them. While upon initial interaction, they seem friendly and harmless, they operate with an ulterior motive to win your trust and then cheat you at a later date when you let your guard down. This is nailing Meghan. In another Right Choice article on abusive relationships, it has been shown how someone with the felon's claw in their handwriting can be a very difficult person in relationships. Therefore, it is a good idea not to blindly trust a person whose handwriting has several instances of the felon's claw. Now, we have to remember, not once makes this apply. Repetitive or multiple instances in multiple different formats does. Now go look and see how she writes the TIG. Go look and see how she writes ARO. Go look back and look at those letters she sent to her father. Look how she signs her name. I could go on and on. Okay, so felon's claw. So should we cut off all our ties with people who have these types of claws appearing in their handwriting? As a graphologist, I would say no. These claws are indicative of the presence of an evil bone in the writer's personality, but you need to check how often these claws appear in the handwriting. So go be my guest. As we see in one instance, and this is her handwriting, this isn't a font, we have three. We have one, we have around this S and the R. We have three in two words. If it appears once or twice, you may ignore it. but several instances of the felon's claw in a person's handwriting indicate that it would be better if you are careful while dealing with them. So, no matter how nice, genial, and well-behaved the person is, if they write with the claw, do your best to stay clear of them. And then it went on. And why is it called the felon's claw? Because they find most criminals or felons have this type of writing. I kid you not. That's why it's called the felon's claw. They found that people in prison, felons and criminals, have this type of writing. They're backstabbers, and they'll actually really stab you. Allegedly, according to my sources. So I want to ask the cards, does this felon's claw apply to Meghan? The fool. Yes. Does the felon's claw apply to Meghan? We're breaking in the brand new tarot table setup with an amazing question. Does the felon's claw, because that's what I wanted to clarify. They say, well, if it's not there all the time, you know, you can know they might have an ulterior motive, but it's there quite frequently. Watch out. So, does the felon's claw in handwriting analysis apply to Meghan Markle? Does the felon's claw in handwriting analysis apply to Meghan Markle? Oh, the cards are ready. Look, they don't want to shuffle anymore. Okay, they're like, buzz, buzz. What's the buzz? We can have a lot of fun with this new bee motif. Six of Pentacles in reverse. Now, this is telling me, like it says it has something to do with their past. Let me see what the next card is. Three of Wands in reverse. She doesn't do it on purpose. And she doesn't do it for, I think she believes it looks really nice. I think she believes she has beautiful calligraphy. Six of Jars, so Six of Cups. Okay, so the Six of Pentacles tells me that in reverse is she's really a greedy person. And the Six of Jars upright, well, that's the Six of Cups. That tells me it is something from her childhood. That is something that goes back quite far. Well, the Three of Wands is, I think it's subconsciously, she does not know she does this. I think she thinks it looks amazing and beautiful. Let me check and make sure. Oh yeah, this is way too low. I'm gonna run out of space. Let's move this up. Okay, there we go. There we go, that's much better. The High Priestess. So that tells me it's her intuition. And that's what they say about handwriting, is it's really your subconscious mind coming out on a piece of paper. It's things that you may not subconsciously be aware of. And finally, wow, Justice. Look at a sting. Isn't that interesting? Justice upright. A sting, and I put a light there on the sting. Can you see it? Let me look. I'm thinking, because this can be used in a court of law, I'm wondering if, interesting, we have Six of Pentacles in reverse, which is things dealing out fairly, and it sometimes has things to do with the law, with balancing things, because it does have the scales on it. So I'm wondering if, and this is her hand, so her handwriting. Let's see what else we can see. Wow, the World, King of Swords, and King of Wands. What are the cards trying to tell me? Does that apply to Meghan, the Claw? These are actually pretty big cards for, now I was looking for the Ace of Swords, Five of Swords. So is she, you know, the King of Swords here could be a judge, and the King of Wands here could be a lawyer, and we have Justice, and it is the Felon's Claw. So a criminal, I'm wondering if with this Five of Swords, if it's trying to tell us, oh, Princess of Swords. I was looking for the Princess of Swords or the Ace of Swords. I think it is. I think it's success. I think that's interesting that it's called the Felon's Claw. And we have justice, we have a lawyer, we have a judge, we have, success. We have something from her childhood. We have her intuition has shown up, and when you read about handwriting analysis, it can bring out things that are in your subconscious that you have no idea. That's like I teach in my auto writing, that if you want to learn auto writing, you start with yourself and you write yourself a question with your dominant hand, and then you put the pen in your non-dominant hand to answer it. And your dominant hand is your conscious mind, and your non-dominant hand is your subconscious mind. And yet your handwriting can still reveal some of the things within your subconscious mind. And that's how pendulums work as well. The subconscious mind, what you're downloading from the universe, comes out through your hand and activates the pendulum. The pendulum doesn't move itself. Your subconscious mind moves the pendulum. All right? You think about it. A rock just doesn't move because you ask it a question. But so the pendulum can't move. It's not, it doesn't have its own motion that way, but your subconscious mind, because it comes out through your hand. All right. And I think here with this Five of Swords, how she bullies people, right? How she always wants to be right. And look at this Princess of Swords. So I'm really excited to see if the Ace of Swords shows up. Seven of Wands in reverse. What she does is indefensible, which is interesting because we have the, geez, those are all off. It might take me a while to get used to this table. I'm thinking, yeah, it does apply to her because what she's done is indefensible. All those things apply to her, and it's indefensible. The lying, the gossiping, until people bite back, right? Here with the Justice, and oh, you're so mean to me. Right? She's always the victim. Surprised the Eight of Swords hasn't shown up. Four of Wands in reverse. Yeah, she's her own undoing. She's absolutely her own undoing. Prince of Wands, here she is. She is the Knight of Wands. The borrow, I don't understand that. The borrow. Balance, maybe? I'm not understanding the iconography there. What's that supposed to mean? It's the Chariot, but I'm not understanding what. Oh, I guess, hey, moving your home or somebody else in control, right? Because the Chariot is control, so maybe somebody else in control of the hive. And in reverse, yeah, she has no control that she writes like that. She just writes like that. The Sun, so the Sun is also another yes card. And it also tells me it exposes her. It puts light to what she's like. And the Hanged One, Three of Pentacles in reverse. I think the cards are telling me, yes, it does apply to her. She does have some criminal, well, that's what my sources are telling me, tendencies. Lying, cheating, perhaps, I don't know. but I am getting like some yeses. I'm getting that she has no control over it. And the Hanged Man, she's kind of stuck with it, and she's her own undoing. But the Prince of Wands, so this is her, and the Sun is yes, and the Sun puts a spotlight on it. And I think it's showing me that she does have the felon's claw. And I think you can definitely take heed and take warning over that. Look at that. So her hand, I'm just really looking at this sting here. Her hand is actually telling on her. Her hand is stinging her. The claw will reveal. It almost looks like a claw, hey? Doesn't the way the hand is? Let's see what else we got here. Four of Jars, regrets, Princess of Pentacles. Yeah, so there you go. There's part of it as well. You know, she comes off as as sweet as honey kind of thing. But that's not her at all. She's snake oil salesman. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, she made money doing that, doing calligraphy. She talks about that, how she would handwrite wedding invitations and whatnot. And I thought, with that, I wouldn't want that handwriting on mine. And the Star in reverse, and the Five of Jars in reverse. Yeah, I think she knows her star has fallen, and I'm thinking yes, that the cards are saying yes, that definitely she does have the felon attributions. There's no hope in healing for that. Now this Five of Jars is what she needs to do is let go of the past. And the past showed up here right away. That's a big part of it, her childhood. And they talk about that. If you read that a little bit, well, they touched on it, but you can go deeper into the website. I'll link the website down below and you can go look for yourself. I think this card here tells us everything. Justice, and it's criminals use that. Yeah, so there we go. New tarot table is open for business. All right. Thank you very much for spending this time with me and indulging me a little bit with this new setup. I hope you like it. Let me know what you think in the I just noticed my incense is burnt out. I was like, have I been talking that long? Let me know in the comments, and have a look at the next video that YouTube is recommending for you. Maybe you haven't seen it yet. See you online. Bye for now.